If you're a licensed contractor with experience in the construction industry and are a U.S. citizen, then you can become a federal construction contractor. Are you ready? There's no time like right now to get started. Matt Mees here. This video is all about creating a corporation or business entity. Even if you already have an established business, there are good reasons for setting up a separate entity for your federal work. You can skip this if you want, but you might be missing out. Our next video will cover in detail the federal registration process, so be sure to sign up to learn about it. I'm going to lay out a step-by-step plan for you, so you might want to take notes on a piece of paper. I hope you're a fast writer because there's a lot to cover. At the top of another piece of paper, start a cheat sheet, something to keep track of all your ID numbers, names, addresses, phone numbers, and login info for the various websites and forms you'll be filling out. When registering online, we recommend you print each page of the process for future reference. While this isn't completely necessary, we found many situations where it was useful to have. With federal construction contracting, you can work in any state regardless of what state your company is based in. We recommend forming a corporation in Nevada for liability and tax reasons, so I might refer to Nevada. We can't hit every state, so you should double check for any differences in your area. Do you have your pen and paper? Get ready to start writing. I'll wait. Here's what we're going to cover in this video. Deciding on your corporate structure and officers, setting up your corporation with the Secretary of State, ordering your corporate paperwork and seal, getting your federal ID number, getting your Dun & Bradstreet number, getting your resale certificate, filing with any necessary state taxing agencies, and opening a corporate checking or money market account. So let's begin. If you will be incorporating your business, you need to decide what type of corporation to form, typically an S Corp or C Corp. You can learn about different company structures at irs.gov or get the full Getting Started ebook at gcexperts.com. We encourage our clients to form a corporation, even if they're a one-man or woman show, simply for the added liability protection. We recommend you research the different types of legal structures to determine which one is best for your particular situation. For a corporation filing, at a minimum, in most states you'll need to know the name, address, and phone numbers of the corporation and officers. Some states may require Social Security and driver's license information as well. You'll need to know who will be the president, secretary, and directors and registered agent. The minimum requirements for officers is a president and secretary, and in most states they can be the same person. Nevada also requires that you assign a treasurer and a director, which can be the same person as the president and the secretary. Corporations always need a registered agent with a physical address in the state in which the incorporation documents are being filed. Most corporate paperwork has strict deadlines, and they'll fine you if you're late, so don't procrastinate. After you've done a little research and made these decisions, it's time to set up your corporation with the Secretary of State. All the necessary forms and instructions will be available at your Secretary of State's website. If not, give them a call and see where it's available. The state of Nevada also requires that you apply for a business license. If you're not incorporating in Nevada, check with your state taxing agency to see if you'll need one. In most cases, you'll be able to get a license from the same website you use to incorporate. If you're going to have payroll, you'll also need to register with state unemployment. Having a corporation gives you many benefits, most importantly limited liability. However, you have to follow the rules and follow certain formalities in order for your business to be considered a legitimate corporation and enable you to take full advantage of those benefits. At a minimum, you're going to need Articles of Incorporation. This is the document that is filed to form a corporation. It sets the guidelines for the business purpose and how the corporation will be structured. Depending on the state statute, it is also known as a Certificate of Incorporation, a Charter, Articles of an Association, or other similar name. Corporate Minutes. These are records that document corporate actions and approve business decisions made by the principals throughout the year. Minute records are essential in establishing a real legal separation between you and your company, thus protecting you from liability. Corporate Resolutions. This is a written document that describes an action taken by the board of directors of a corporation. For example, when a corporation issues a stock dividend, the declaration of the dividend is a corporate resolution. List of officers. This list is filed annually with the Secretary of State, and it gives the names and addresses of the directors and certain officers of a corporation. In the event of a lawsuit, without the proper corporate documents in place to prove your corporation's legitimacy, you could be held personally reliable for the actions of the company. Keeping up-to-date corporate records is a legally required task that you must comply with every year you are in business. If you'd rather pay someone else to handle this, there are many companies available that will assist you in filing the necessary paperwork and keeping up to date on your corporation documentation. Simply type corporation paperwork into Google and do some research. Now, in order to do business with the federal government, you must first register yourself in their system. That registration comes in the form of an employee identification number. This is also occasionally referred to as a taxpayer identification number. An employer identification number is a 9-digit number that the Internal Revenue Service assigns in the following format. It is used to identify the tax accounts of employers and certain others who have no employees. The IRS uses the number to identify taxpayers that are required to file various business tax returns. Employee identification numbers are used by sole proprietors, corporations, partnerships, nonprofit associations, government agencies, certain individuals, and other business entities. An employee identification number is for use in connection with your business activities only, and you should have only one employee identification number for the same business entity. An employee identification number is also a requirement for registering to access the government's electronic solicitation postings. Check the links section of gcexperts.com to go to a video produced by the IRS explaining the EIN system, along with links to apply online or receive additional information from the IRS. Quick note: if you've chosen to perform your own corporation paperwork filing and have chosen to form an S-Corp, then print out the Form 2553 during the application process. You'll need to complete this and send it to the IRS in a timely manner, or your corporation will automatically be treated as a C-Corp. A Dun & Bradstreet DUNS number is a unique 9-digit sequence recognized as a universal standard for identifying and keeping track of over 151 million businesses worldwide. It enables potential customers, suppliers, and lenders to easily identify and learn about your company. The U.S. government requires that any contractor wishing to do business with them have a current D&B number. This number will provide them a report that will include extended credit terms, trade experiences, principals history, financials, liens, suits, volume sales, employee number, start date, and even the type of building in which your company is located. The DUNS system is utilized by the government as the primary identification system for business assessment and validation, so it's absolutely crucial that you have a DUNS number and have entered the information in it accurately. Your DUNS number can be registered for free and will typically be sent to you within 1 day of registration. Contact your state tax office to see what necessary taxes you need to register for and pay. Some examples are state unemployment, state withholding, and business tax. All states are different, and we highly encourage you to research this information fully. A resale certificate is a document a registered business uses when it purchases goods it intends to resell. This document serves as a written statement that the business owners and operators won't use the goods purchased for personal or internal use. On federal projects, most agencies will issue a tax exemption certificate for the project, which along with your resale certificate will allow you to purchase the necessary materials without paying tax. Do an internet search for resale certificate your state to find out how you need to apply for a resale certificate. Having a corporate checking or money market account before you start doing federal work is imperative. Not only does the separation of finances ensure you receive the maximum protection from your business structure, but the government pays contractors almost exclusively with EFT. Your EFT information is necessary to fill out your CCR registration, and if it is filled out incorrectly, any payment may be delayed until the information is corrected. We sincerely recommend keeping all of your federal income and expenses in a separate account. This will assist you immensely should you ever need to calculate overhead costs on change orders. Lastly, develop a good working relationship with your banker. As you expand your government business, you will require bonding, and bonding is built upon reputation and a proven history of success. Your banker will be a key instrument in the bonding process. Thank you for watching. Now that you have your corporation set up, you'll need to get registered and qualified to bid on federal construction contracts. See our next video by signing up at www.gcexperts.com.